Since it's a lot easier to set up a website with all of these no code, you don't even need to know HTML to have your own website and everything's on social media. Do you find that there's a lot more people doing this now than there was? And is
Yeah.
that like a reason why it's more difficult to get those press relationships than it was before?
Well, the difficulty on that, the media sites are a little bit more picky in terms of criteria. You need to have a certain number of followers. You got to have a certain amount of time that you've been in existence. They're not getting people that are just right off the bat. I just set up a website. I've got a blog. Um, they want people who have a track record. If I put in to get on a media list, they want links to stuff that we've published. They want links to videos that we've done. They want to know that you're a little bit more legit than just say, "Hey, I've got a blog." And so there's more stringent criteria now than I think there has been in the past. And a lot of that is because of what's going on with social media. Because if I come in and I've got 400,000 followers on Instagram, that's a lot more appealing than Joe Schmo that's going to have 100 followers on Instagram. The social media footprint matters a whole lot more these days, sometimes to the detriment of the project. But we've even heard now in Hollywood, a lot of casting decisions are made for actors depending on how many followers they got on Instagram, which
Yeah.
is like, okay, hold on. You should get the person who's got the talent to do the part. It doesn't matter how many followers they got on Instagram if they can play the part. That it doesn't make any sense to me. But it's a marketing thing. The advertising, the marketing people are in charge of a lot of things. And if you've got an actor who's got a really substantial social media following, then that actor can post out, say, "Hey, go see my movie," and a million people see it. Well, that's advertising you don't have to pay for.
Yeah,
And it's changed the dynamic of all of it coming out of the entertainment business.
it's like the follower count is the gold these days.
Yeah, it really is. And that goes back to something that we've talked about on a number of occasions. When it comes to social media, you are the product. You're not a consumer. You're the product that the social media sites are selling to advertisers. And the algorithm pays attention to how much interaction you have, how many followers you have, what you're interacting with, and that determines where you get seen and what you see next. And it kind of feeds in on it, so it's a snake eating its tail at that point. So, yeah, social media has changed the dynamic for everything, and not for the better.